what I do with cheese, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out. Yeah. I buy like 23. All again and I put that on me. Yeah. I feel away, my heart all on my sleeve. Why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new shit. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Damn Kane, you done kill Abel. I'm at this land trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. Picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis pass you. I finally starting to realize, never give up and coincide. Can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Tired of trying, go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right, I don't got time. I could it's all to. We're talking about your boss to protecting the sons and daughters from political and slaughter.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Never play by the rules, guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse, when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price, based off the item you choose. When it ties in the culture, hit you with MK Ultra. I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was clear.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Houston Texans.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll run on first down. Hilliard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's in a 4-yard run on first down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Hilliard. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. A shotgun snap for Watson. Forced out to his left. And it is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They are going for it. Here's Watson. He's got his target. It's caught. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run. It's Hilliard. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Watson. His throw incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down, Hilliard. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
5-yard line.
On the run, this is Hilliard. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
Texans football to start quarter 2 as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Now a carry here for Hilliard. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Next to score, Texans 7, Seahawks 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. From the shotgun, Wilson. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defense want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. A pass underneath for Carson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now it's Carson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 49 point to the 35. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. Wilson's called it no gain there on the 1st down play. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch. And most offenses make a living off of yards after catches. Hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Throwing again here, Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. from 3 yards out. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Brings up
3rd and 2. Watson. Eluding the pressure right. They'll find Akins there, complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. In their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Watson. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. On 1st down, it's Watson. This will complete to Will Fuller. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a solid run down inside the 30. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This one from 46 yards out. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And it's now 3-0 Texans. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this 2nd half. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Well, a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Hyde. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Again, it's Hyde. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2. 4th down. Here's Wilson. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. A great open field tackle that's going to stop him shy of the goal line. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. On 1st down, Hilliard. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, not a gain that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run again with Hilliard. I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Carson. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Back now at Ford Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. Buying time to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Russell Wilson on target to DK Metcalf. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Seahawks 14. Texans.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Their catch made at the 25. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25.
Throwing on 2nd down. Watson flush to his right. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Now Watson on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Demarius Randall. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have the receivers on lockdown.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. To throw on 2nd and 6, Wilson. Flushed out right. He'll run it.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push. And what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Penny, a 1st down carry, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run the play.
Watson's going to go down in the end zone. That's a safety. And that disastrous play partner is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is, because they gave up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's having to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
2nd and 10 at the 20.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now here's Michael Dixon. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. On the return comes Cobb. Well, going into the final play in this.
basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready to told y'all that you better be running? I'm in my go yard. When I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Yeah, more action and no talk. I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pulse to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. Ooh, I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in...
I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Yeah, more action and no talk. I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. I don't be with me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready to told y'all that you better be running? I'm in my go yard. When I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Yeah, more action and no talk. I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pulse to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. Ooh, I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Yeah, more action and no talk. I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it.
They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
They say sorry and let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, Look at me, out of the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yeah, the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. Yeah, you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes while you walk your pugs in a town.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the New Orleans Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started, and off we go from Seattle. Now a play fake here on first down. He finds an opening past the 40. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson, a beautiful fake. He'll check that down to Carson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Steps away to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Here's Hill now after the interception. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack. To try again after the sack. Hill. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They go play fake, and it's Hill. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And the Saints first down.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Play fake. Hill. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter.
3rd and long.
Off of play action. Hill. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz. Too fast to handle.
And it's 4th down.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside.
For the field goal. A 59-yard attempt.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
A big play that time for the Seahawks. And even 50 yards. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run high. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
They try again with High. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
And it's third.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. They're trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
Well, it's third down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
Now he'll escape to his right, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. Being chased out left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. This is Carson. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And Myers able to knock it through. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Second down.
Another try after the first down sack. Hill dancing to his left. And his pass incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Play action. It's Hill. They still can't get him. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. After the interception, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Greg Olsen was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
at their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first.
The ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 6. First down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. The 20. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown.
Seahawks.
This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 17, Saints 7. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Saints take over 1st and 10.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Hill. Flushed out right. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Space to maneuver at the 40. The 40! Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. On the Seahawks.
Off play action. Hill. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete here.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Off the play fake. Hill. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big pickup there. 20 yards as they convert on fourth. Hill now operating from the red zone. Forced out to his left. Cook's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
Complete to
Jared Cook there to make the grab. And the Saints have cut it back within a score.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Makes the score Seahawks 17, Saints 14.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is DJ Reed returning. And he returns this to the 22.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
At the 25-yard line.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Off play action. Hill. That's caught. It's Sanders for the Saints touchdown.
To number 17,
Emmanuel Sanders there to make the grab. And once again, the Saints are back out in front.
It is good.
Lutz with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Here's Reed. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Coming up on 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now. from the shotgun. Wilson buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
The 35-yard line.
Throwing is Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down. They run it with Carson. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one 28 yards on the ground.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Let's go one more. You guys listen.
On first down, Wilson. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Back to throw. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Whistles now in a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Wilson to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
Makes it 3rd and 5.
Now Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
Marshawn Lattimore there defensively.
That's the reason we ball for. Easy. No. Go. Like 22's coming.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, it could come back at you a long way.
Myers connects on the PAT. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. On second down now, it's Murray. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Kamara. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So here we go on 4th. Hill flushed out right. And he will find a man here as Thomas comes open. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
Well, partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a 1st down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
This is Dev B Music.
Hey yo, yeah, Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shawty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that jakey finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep it racking my sauce. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my stocks. Hey yo, Nike check. T-shirt check. Sneakers check. Socks check. Hoodie check. Shorts check. Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shawty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Going up sky high while I'm rocking Air Force. And she just wanna ride.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Here's Reed returning. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
On the return, the Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
DJ Reed on the return. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
To throw again, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
That's good.
It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says,
and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 50 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
On the return, the Saints take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs.
On the tackle.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And it brings up 3rd down.
A shotgun snap for Hill. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
And the Saints first down.
Running with Kamara. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
These two teams all tied after one.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
Six yards left on second down. They'll throw out wide, complete to Sanders. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. From the gun, here's Hill. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They go play fake, and it's Hill. Steps away to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Off of play action, Hill. And that's caught by Smith. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter.
At the Seahawks' 9-yard line.
Kamara trying again. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, but still a decent ways from the end zone now on 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Lutz puts this one through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The throw complete to Dorsett, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He'll check that down to Carson. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And this is caught. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 45 seconds. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Saints 10.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him.
He's got a man, complete. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Kamara. And he's got this down to the 35. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Play action. It's Hill. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Thrown away and incomplete.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Hawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They start the second half with Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 18-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Hill, flush to his right. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Hill. Flushed out right. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. They're going for it. It's Hill. Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll try to run with Carson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
On the carry.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, Saints 13.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Complete to Emmanuel Sanders. A gain of 14.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Jaron Reed on the
no gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Play fake. Hill eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing on 3rd down, Hill escaping the pressure right. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
3-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
Now Hill. Dancing to his left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
And 7 yards to go.
Off the play fake. Hill. Flush to his right. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will be out of bounds as the 3rd quarter comes to an end with an INT. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 11. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell them to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
3-yard loss on the play.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it.
She back at me.
Dead boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Your chain, name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. Okay. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but they from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage with the mainframe. Loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your perm at. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. No, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say what you gonna do with it? Stop playing with it, baby. No. If you gonna do it, then don't play with it, baby. Exactly. Cause you ain't built like that.
Get out my way, Lil. Get out my way, Lil. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without. Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha macho with a rockin' black clothes.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the New Orleans Saints. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Brings up 3rd down.
Flushed out right. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And they are going for it. Here's Hill. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kamara. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 74 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
On the return, the Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll throw from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now it's Carson. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Wilson. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Here's Carson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's finally taken down. And it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Saints 7, Seahawks nothing.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. This is Carson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the Saints' 10-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. 14. From the shotgun, Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson on target to DK Metcalf. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
2nd and 11 at the 20-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hill buying time to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Hill on the keeper. Incomplete on the throwaway. It's 3rd down and 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off-play action. Hill steps away to his left. Traquan Smith. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
On the carry for New Orleans. He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
On 2nd down, Kamara.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. 3 yards on 1st, 4 on 2nd, and now 5 on 3rd down. Move the sticks. 2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Off the play fake. Hill. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 44 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5. Certainly no gimme here on the PAT. They're backed up now to a 42-yard extra point try. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Saints 14, Seahawks 7. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
2nd and 5 now. Wilson. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 33 yards that time.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Saints' 39-yard line.
From the 39, Wilson. And Lockett with a grab over the middle. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
At the 23-yard line.
On first down, Wilson escaping the pressure right. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson, flush to his right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
To kick off for New Orleans.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And 10.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. To throw again is Wilson. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Now Wilson on first down. Left side, it's Dorsett. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Seahawks. First and
they'll run on first down. It's Carson, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
And less than a yard.
Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. They run for it with Carson. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
They run it with Carson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll run for it with Hyde. And Hyde will not get there as they force him to the ground shy of the marker. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And that is incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over. So the magic runs out, so to speak. They were 3 for 3 on 4th down conversions, now 3 for 4.
So the defense finally gets to exhale.
Yeah.
Because they were wondering, 3 for 3 getting converted on 4th down. That percentage is way high. They hadn't stopped them at all. Finally, they get a stop. They can get to the sidelines now and rest a little bit.
Cause I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
From the end zone, Hill. Flushed out right. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now it's Hill. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And got his man complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 81 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
27 yards there, a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
When that ball was snapped, they were counting on it being now a one-possession game. Instead, the block occurs. That